Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav, commemorating 75th anniversary of India's independence from Sabarmati Ashram. Says India's achievements are beneficial not only for the country but also for the entire humanity. Nagaland launches 75 week-long celebrations of Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav. Vice President Venkaiah Naidu calls for concerted efforts to eradicate poverty, illiteracy, corruption and other social evils. And Supreme Court says election commissioners in any state must be independent persons not appointed by governments. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that India's achievements are beneficial not only for India but also for the entire mankind, and they create new hope for the human race. Prime Minister was addressing a special gathering at Sabarmati Gandhi Ashram after launching Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav, which marks the beginning of the celebrations of 75th anniversary of India's independence. He also flagged off the reenact of historic Dandi March from Sabarmati Ashram, Ahmedabad in Gujarat, saying that development of Atmanirbhar Bharat will also boost the development of the world. He said India is self-reliant in developing and manufacturing COVID-19 vaccines. Modi said that we are also helping other nations of the world in their fight against COVID-19. Prime Minister said that people's participation will be the key in the nationwide celebrations of Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav. He appealed to people to come forward with new ideas and contribute in Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also launched a special website for Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav in connection with the 75-year celebration of Indian independence. People, and particularly the young generation, can share their videos and images on Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav website. Prime Minister Modi also launched Atmanirbhar Incubator to boost the Atmanirbhar Bharat. Joining the nationwide celebrations of the 75th anniversary of India's independence, Nagaland today launched the 75-week-long celebration of Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav. A state-level function was held today at the Civil Secretariat Plaza in Kohima with Chief Minister Nipirio as the special guest. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister Nipirio extended wishes to every citizen of the state and the entire countrymen on the launch of the celebration of 75 years of the country's independence. He said India at the dawn of independence had many overwhelming challenges. However, with unfailing zeal and attitude, the country embarked on a journey which has overcome all obstacles on its path and making spectacular strides in every sphere. Rio also added that Nagaland has also been moving shoulder to shoulder with the rest in order to make all dreams a reality. The Chief Minister also urged each and everyone to deeply cherish the most beautiful gift of freedom and with renewed vigor and passion continue to work in making the nation even stronger and greater in every aspect. Highlights of the program include song and display and unity dance by the tribes of Nagaland. On the occasion, Chief Minister Nipirio also launched the photo exhibition of the Regional Outreach Bureau, Kohima, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. The photos will be exhibited for 5 days. Earlier in the morning, Principal Secretary Home, Abhijit Sinha, flagged off a march wherein 150 NSS and NYK took the march from High School Junction, Kohima, till the Secretariat complex. Besides, school students also donned the attire of Mahatma Gandhi and participated in the march. Vice President Venkaiah Naidu today called for concerted efforts to eradicate poverty, illiteracy, corruption and other social evils like gender discrimination as part of building an economically stronger India. In a Facebook post on the occasion of the launch of Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the Vice President said that this was a defining moment in our national journey and an opportunity to recollect the legacy bequeathed to us by the Mahatma and the countless freedom fighters. Referring to the Bata Yatra, which commenced today from Sabarmati to Dandi over 25 days, the Vice President said that it is a befitting celebration of India's hard-earned independence and marks a unique way of mapping the nation's eventful journey since independence. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on our YouTube channel, AIR News Kohima. The Supreme Court today said election commissioners in any state must be independent persons and not appointed by the state government. The apex court was hearing a case involving civic body elections in Goa. It also rebuked the Goa government for appointing its law secretary as state election commissioner to oversee municipal council polls which were to be held in February last year. Justice Rohitan Fali Nariman, who led the three-judge bench hearing the case, observed that the independence of election commission cannot be compromised in a democracy. Entrusting additional charge of state election commissioner to a government official in power is a mockery of the constitution, the court observed. The court ordered that the polls be held before April 30. The Supreme Court was hearing the Goa government's challenge to a High Court order cancelling elections to 5 municipalities for not reserving seats for women. The order was put on hold by the top court in the previous hearing. Health and Family Welfare Minister S. Pangyapom today inaugurated the newly upgraded Community Health Centre Damlu in the presence of advisor Dr. Nikki Kire. In a tweet, Health Minister said, with the upgradation of the health centre, the BDA government has fulfilled the aspiration of the people of Damlu area to help acquire better health care services. Bangyu further assured that all infrastructure and medical equipments with required manpower will be improved to facilitate the interest of the people. More than 2,61,64,000 doses of COVID-19 vaccines have been administered to the beneficiaries in the country so far. The Health and Family Welfare Ministry has informed today that a total of 4,80,714 doses of vaccines have been administered to the beneficiaries in the last 24 hours. Meanwhile, the country's COVID-19 recovery rate declined to 96.85%. The Health Ministry said more than 1,09,53,000 patients have already recovered from this disease. At present, there are 1,97,237 active cases in the country, which comprises 1.74% of the total positive cases. Nagaland reported 4 new positive cases of COVID-19 today, adding the total cases to 12,221. 2 each cases were reported from Kohima and Mogokchung. In addition, 3 positive patients have also recovered in Kohima. With this, the total recovered cases stands at 11,966 with a recovery rate of 97.91%. At present, there are 10 active cases in the state. Chief Medical Officer Beren, Dr. Hadlin Hangsing, has notified that all essential medical services will resume at Community Health Centre Jaluki along with separate COVID ward as identified. The notification has come into force with effect from 9th of March. She further directed the staff on COVID hospital duties to join their respective place of posting. Dr. Hansing, however, said the rooster duty will remain intact and the staff will continue as standby teams for any event of COVID-positive case detected in the district. And as the nation fights COVID-19 pandemic, let us all remember to stay safe and protected by following these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, wash hands frequently with soap and water, or use hand sanitizer and follow social distancing norms. And now 20 news, here are the main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav, commemorating 75th anniversary of India's independence from Sabarmati Ashram, says India's achievements are beneficial not only for the country but also for the entire humanity. Nagaland launches 75 week-long celebrations of Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav. Vice President Venkaiah Naidu calls for concerted efforts to eradicate poverty, illiteracy, corruption and other social evils. And Supreme Court says election commissioners in any state must be independent person, not appointed by governments. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.